there guys, welcome to Over the Moony. My name is Katie and today I am going to be bringing you guys a Disney World haul and a small, short, concise recap of our trip to Walt Disney World. If you followed along on my Instagram at all, I'll put some of those stories in my highlights on my Instagram page, so you can go and check that out if you're interested in seeing a little bit more of what we did. But yeah, we're just gonna mostly focus on the haul today with a little bit of a recap. I will leave a timestamp down in the description box below in case you just want to skip right to the haul and you don't really care about my recap of my trip. That is completely fine, so you can check that out in the description box below. If you are new here to my channel, then hello, welcome. I would absolutely love it if you would hit that subscribe button down below to become a part of our little corner of the internet here. We do talk a lot about Disney, Harry Potter, collectibles, and DIYs. And there are 2 new videos that pop right on up in your subscription feed when you're subscribed, so hopefully you will take the time to do that. Also, if you like this video, if you like this kind of video, or if you just like me, then please feel free to give this video a big thumbs up. It is such a quick, free, and easy way to show your favorite content creators here on YouTube how much you appreciate them, and we appreciate that. And also, you'll have to let me know if you've been down to the parks recently, if you're going to the parks recently. I know all of you Californians finally get Disneyland back, which is so exciting, so you'll have to let me know if you've been to the parks recently, what your experience was like, and all of that good stuff. So we were down in the parks. We got down there on a Thursday. We left on a Tuesday, with 5 of those days being park days. So Thursday through Monday were actual park days, or days that we had tickets for the parks. We ended up staying at the Yacht Club, which is in the boardwalk area. That was my first time that I recall staying there. I know that we have stayed in that area before. We stayed at either the Swan or the Dolphin when I was in high school. I don't remember which one it was, but I absolutely loved that location. The past 2 times that we've been down there, we stayed at Animal Kingdom Lodge and then we stayed at Wilderness Lodge. So we were on really like opposite ends of the property, so it did kind of take a little bit longer to get to any of the other parks that weren't close to those resorts. But the boardwalk area is very central to everything, all of the parks, as well as Disney Springs. So I really liked that location quite a lot. We walked to Epcot, and it was probably about a half-mile walk maybe. And then we walked over to Hollywood Studios as well, and that was definitely over a mile, but I don't know exactly how far, but it was a wonderful location. The hotel was great. We did have a little bit of a snafu with our room when we checked in, but we were able to get it rectified the following day. Not going into it, it's not even worth it. It was rectified, of course, because Disney wants you to be happy, so you are spending money. But like I said, it was so hot, so it was in the high, like feels like temperatures in the high 90s, low 100s the entire time that we were there. There was shockingly no rain that we ran into. It was just sun beating down on us the entire time, which was really a challenge because we're used to going from rope drop to park close, so we are there the whole day. We'll just, you know, stay in the parks, do everything in the parks, but this time we definitely had to make some changes. We did leave the parks in the afternoon and go to our other resorts for the most part. I think the only times that we did not do that were when we went to Epcot, which was our first day. We got to the hotel and just went straight over to Epcot so that we could have a full park day there. And then Animal Kingdom, we did the same thing, but I feel like we were inside a lot. We ate lunch inside. We ate at Satuli Canteen for the first time, which was amazing. We got the cheeseburger bao buns, which were delicious, and of course the blueberry cheesecake thing. And then we rode Flight of Passage twice when that queue was inside a lot. We did Navi River Journey. We found times to get out of the sun, and we just also took some time to just sit a lot and just, you know, get cold beverages. With the masks too, it's very hard, I find, to stay hydrated because you can't walk and drink. You have to make a concerted effort to pull off to the side and drink, and you're not supposed to drink in the queues. People do, we did. It was just so hot that you you just have to. So it was definitely a little bit of a different trip than we have had. I will say we did get to go on Rise of the Resistance. We did not get a boarding group on the first go at 7 o'clock in the morning, but we were able to get them at 1 o'clock when you had to actually be physically in the park. So we were able to get on Rise. I think we ended up getting on there between 5 and 5:30, I want to say. So not too bad. And then we also rode Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway for the first time, and it was adorable. It was so cute. I loved that ride so much. I really enjoyed it. When we walked into Hollywood Studios in the morning when we went, it was only a 10-minute wait. So we went right on there. It was great. And then we got to go about our day. But I mean, for the most part, we really got to do everything that we wanted to do. I think the only rides that we wanted to do that we did not do were Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster, and Slinky, just because the lines were always so long, and those lines are pretty much all outside in the sun for the most part. We were going to plan on going back on Monday to go ride those rides, but when we woke up, my mom just didn't really feel like going to the parks. So I went over there. I wanted to go shop around because we hadn't gone into any of the gift shops, but honestly, the parks were so crowded that day, and it was the hottest day of the days that we were there at the parks. And I just could not even imagine standing in those lines for that long. I don't think that there was any line that was less than 40 to 45 minutes, which was generally the cap of the highest lines for most of the days that we were there. Yeah, because it was so hot, I really, I should say, did not buy very much. I mean, not that my mom never really buys a lot anyway, but usually I come home with bags and, I'm shoving things in my suitcase and trying to compress as much as I possibly can, but I was actually able to fit my my small rolling suitcase into my large checked suitcase when we were leaving, so that I didn't have to worry about having a check or a carry-on luggage up in the compartments, because I had that much room in my large suitcase, which is unlike me. I also found that their size selection, even on clothes, was very skewed. I don't know if this is how it is all the time. I don't feel like I've ever had as much of an issue with trying to find my size and things. I'm a small medium generally, and pretty much everything that I found there was extra small or extra large and larger, and it was just a struggle. Also, I really wanted to buy a tank top because I brought one tank top with me. Everything else that I brought were t-shirts, and I think I could count on one hand how many tank tops I found in the parks, and I did not love any of them. So I don't know if they were having an issue with their merchandise getting to them because of what was happening with the canal thing. I don't know if that's still I know that situation got rectified, but I don't know that there's still a backlog of what's trying to get here. But being in Florida, I would think that you would be selling a ton of tank tops, and I felt like there was mostly long sleeve shirts, which I did not even want to look at there. Although I will say there was one that I liked, didn't have my size in any of the places that I found it. So yeah, I just really did not buy anything. I did not spend any extra money. I came home with gift cards that I took down there, so I guess I'll just hold on to them for another shopping haul or save them for our next trip. But regardless, that is my little recap. So let's go ahead and get on into what I did bring home. So the first two items are items that I got for John. Both of them are from Epcot, and both of them feature Orange Bird. So the first one is from the Spike Scavenger Hunt. I did not actually finish the scavenger hunt. I started to do it, and then we had dinner reservations, and then we just didn't really feel like walking the entire World Showcase, so oh well. But this is the little tumbler that I got that has Orange Bird on it. It is a little sliding top tumbler like that, and it just has oranges and little daisies all over it. Super cute little design on here. And the other thing that I picked up for him from Epcot that is Orange Bird is the new Orange Bird sipper. So I did pick him up the sipper last time we went down there, or the time before. I think it was last time that we went down there. And the difference is this time that he does have a little orange wedge sitting with him, but I mean, Orange Bird is just precious. He's so adorable. He has his little daisies and his oranges. It kind of goes with the whole vibe of the tumbler, kind of have the same thing happening. I also did the Lego minifigure factory as well. For him, you can do 2 custom torsos that get printed onto white torsos at the Lego store in Disney Springs. I would advise you, if you are interested in doing that, you are able to actually make appointments online now. We were not able to do that previously when we went down there, but they do have that available now. Those fill up really, really quickly. There were people, I went at like 8:30 at night to get mine done, and there were people still like coming up and asking if there were times available, and I went on a Monday night. They said that the next available appointments were Friday and Saturday that same week. So if that's something that you're interested in doing, I would definitely recommend going ahead, looking online in advance so that you can get that appointment in. It is such a cool experience, especially if you have Lego fans in your life. That was another thing that I got for him, but he has those and he's been working on customizing them a little bit more with pieces that he already has. So I cannot show you those. So then I think everything else in here is pretty much for me. Another thing that I ended up picking up in the beverage arena is one of the refillable tumblers that you can get at the resorts, and you can go down to the little quick service areas and you're able to refill these for free for the duration of your stay, unless you're staying a ridiculously long time. I was very surprised you put this thing down on that machine, and at least like the new remix machines, and it actually tells you when you can't use this for free anymore. But basically all I was using this for was water anyway, so I think that even if your term had expired on your little thing, if you just want water, I don't think that it matters, because I never had an issue with just getting water. I will say that these things are kind of deceiving as far as like the size goes, because it definitely tapers off in the center, so the whole is more so like this and not like this. But it does keep it very nice and insulated. We had cold water all day, and I even took this into the parks and I was able to get it refilled with water at the water fountains, at any of the water bottle refill stations, quick service, Starbucks, whatever. Definitely was able to get water in this, which was a lifesaver because we needed the water all the time. Another item that was kind of bought out of necessity, but I'm happy to have it, is a hat. I was doing all of my packing the night before we were leaving, clearly as one should do, and I was looking all over the place and could not find any of my Disney hats. I know I have many and I could not find any of them, and I was like, whatever, I don't care, I'm just gonna buy a new one when we get down to the parks. And then finding one that I liked was a little challenging, and then I even found like finding the one that I liked in another store besides the store that I saw it at first was also challenging, but I ended up going back to the first store where I saw this and got it, and it is just a very simple Walt Disney World hat, but I love the look of it. It is kind of simple, and that's what I look for when I'm buying hats at Walt Disney World, is that I want to find hats that I will wear in other places besides Walt Disney World. So I will definitely wear this. I think that this is super cute, and I pretty much wore this every day, and it definitely got my money's worth out of that very, very quickly. This is the little scavenger hunt map for that Spike scavenger hunt thing. Obviously I did not do very well. Another necessity buy, because this is why I need to pack not the night before. I have a small electric fan that you can charge that I bought for our trip down to Walt Disney World in September for our honeymoon, and I could not find the charging cable to save my life, and I was like, it's fine, I won't need a fan, it's not gonna be that hot. I should have brought my fan and figured it out and looked a little bit earlier instead of waiting so long. So my mom was buying something at a gift shop and I saw these and I said, yes, I need this in my life, and I'm glad that I bought it. And it is one of these amazing gigantic fans. So this is obviously the Mad Hatter. So he's in one of the teacups, and then over here it says spill it, and it's a pretty decent amount of air that you're gonna get. And I just loved playing with this in line, like the entire time that we were in line, especially if there were already fans in line. I could not really fan myself with this, but I played with it the entire time and it was very fun. So in Animal Kingdom over at Chester and Hester's Dino-Rama, they have those little carnival games out. They have, I think, 3 different games that are open right now. So I played the basketball game twice and the one where you have to like throw the balls in the little holes once, and I don't know why I even bothered with that. I should have just done my first 2 tickets at basketball because I know that I can control that. And then they also have like a water gun race kind of game as well. But like I said, I won twice at the basketball game. The last time that John and I were down there, we both also won at the basketball game. So I got 2 of the dinosaurs. I got the Triceratops and then whatever the heck that dinosaur is that's on the dinosaur ride that you're trying to find. I can never remember what that is called. So this time I decided to go with Mickey and Minnie. So these plush are still very nice. It is $5 to play each game, each try. You have to buy tickets. So the quality is not like typical Disney plush standards, but they're still really nice and really soft. And I mean, for $5, they're super cute. So here's Mickey. He has his Dino Institute shirt on and he just has the cutest little look on his face. He's just dressed like a tourist and super cute. And then Minnie, kind of the same deal. She has the same Dino Institute shirt on and then just looks super cute in her cute little skirt outfit and her sensible heels. Like, I just love it. So the 2 of them together, super cute. So I also picked up like an obnoxious amount of maps and a couple different passport guides for food and wine, or I'm sorry, for flower and garden. I want to do some crafty things with maps, and last time that we were down there I meant to get some and I didn't, and so now I am set, I think, for the long haul. Also had to go to Basin at Disney Springs, of course. I just love their soaps, and so I did end up getting 3 things from Basin. I actually almost bought, they have shower bombs there, and I am not a bath person. I like showers. I'm showers all the way, and I almost bought those, but I thought in transport it probably wasn't going to hold up too well, so I might try to buy a couple of those off of their website. So I got 2 full bars of soap. I don't know what any of these actually smell like besides wonderful, but this one is a Mickey one, obviously, and it is this beautiful purple and blue ombre. I think there was something in there that said it was like kind of shimmery. I guess I kind of can see that it's a little shimmery. The white is a little bit opalescent, and this one just smells really nice. It's kind of fruity, clean, light, happy. And then this is a sea turtles one that I just thought was super cute, but again, also same thing, like a similar scent to that Mickey one, but not quite. But it just smells really nice and really fresh and really lovely, and that's what I'm looking for in my springtime, summertime scents. And then also at the checkout, they had these super fun little sampler packs. So you kind of get 4 slices of different soaps, and you can try out different scents. So I thought that that was super fun and super cute, so ended up picking up that. I don't know what these smell like, but it's all good, you know. Can't go wrong with Basin soap, so I'm very excited to start using these very, very soon. And I know that Basin has a website. I don't know if you're able to get the Disney soaps and stuff off of their website, but I will leave a link down below to Basin in case you are interested in checking them out. So then we are on our last little small bag here, and this has pins and some little postcards from Wonderground. So let's start with the pins. I did do a little bit of pin trading. I found that there were more pin trading stations out this time around than there was last time. Not the greatest pins necessarily, but that's okay. So the first 2 that I got were on our first night at Epcot. I don't know that either of these are actually real. I don't think they are, but I don't really care. It's completely fine to me. So the first one is this black and white Cheshire Cat portrait. You guys know, if you've been watching for a little bit, that I am recently obsessed with Alice in Wonderland, so I'm trying to build up a little bit of an Alice collection on my pin board, so that's what this one is for too. I think that she had just put this one out when I was walking up, and I was like, yes, I will also take that one. So obviously it's just Alice with the teacups, so super cute. And then the other one that I got, I believe, was in Animal Kingdom in Pandora. There was a pin trading station, and again, not sure if this is real or not. Oh, actually probably not, because it says Hong Kong Disneyland on the back here, so I'm gonna assume that this is probably fake. Plus, just like the actual pin itself just doesn't look the greatest of quality, but I just still thought it was cute, and because we're kind of obsessed with this, it looks like Sully in a Skyliner. So I am here for that. I love the Skyliner so much. I don't know, do they have a Skyliner in Hong Kong Disneyland, or am I just reading this wrong? I don't know. No, it definitely says Hong Kong Disneyland. So yeah, I mean, all of these are probably fake, and that's okay, but they sit well in my collection, and that's all that matters. So then these next ones are real. Oh, I also got a button from Animal Kingdom for donating to the Disney Conservation Fund, of course. Always happy to do that. And then I got the Artfully Evil limited edition pin because, hello, of course I did. It's Scar. I almost bought the Maleficent one as well, but I didn't. Am I regretting it now? Not necessarily, but I love this Scar one. I think it's so pretty. So much detail on it. It's like a mandala kind of vibe on his face. So it looks like probably like a shield of some sort maybe, but it's just perfect, and I love it. And then the other two are resort pins. So I did end up picking up the Animal Kingdom Lodge pin from Pin Traders in Disney Springs because I am trying to get pins from every hotel that I have stayed at on property, and I never picked up an Animal Kingdom Lodge one, and I had thought maybe we would go to Animal Kingdom Lodge on our trip, but that just did not end up happening. And then from our hotel, of course, we picked up the Yacht Club Resort pin, which I think is super cute, with Mickey captaining a boat and looking just adorable in his nautical little outfit. So then, yeah, the last things that I picked up are from Wonderground Gallery. Oh yeah, I forgot about this little guy. I picked up this cute little sticker of the White Rabbit in a teacup. This is from that collection by that artist, Jeremy, something with a J. But he did those cute little fake succulent planters that I think are the White Rabbit and Dumbo, and you can't find them anywhere. They're sold out all over the place. So I was like, whatever, that sticker will be just as good. And then I picked up this super cool Scar print from Wonderground Gallery as well. This is by Kaylee Hicks, and it is called Be Prepared. And of course, as soon as I saw it, I knew I needed to have it. I love the style on this. It looks super cool. So happy to have that. So I will have to find a good place to put that. And then the last two prints that I picked out are both from Stephanie Rabideau. And one of them is Maleficent. This one is called The Mistress of Malevolence. And I just love this style. It looks so freaking cool. Such a fan. And the last one is called The Sleeping Death, and it is of the Evil Queen. I just love how they look in these. Super, super cool. So yes, guys, that is everything that I picked up. Definitely one of my more modest Disney hauls, I would say. I mean, not super small, but not as crazy as I usually go, which is not a bad thing at all. So yeah, we're actually thinking we might go down a little bit earlier in the year next year. We're thinking we might try to go in late January, early February, which would be great because then we would get to experience the Festival of the Arts, which would be amazing. But if it's going to be hot like that in May, we don't want anything to do with it. Plus then we for sure will avoid the love bugs. They were starting to come out, and every time we saw them we were like, oh no, no, we can't have love bugs. So I think that that might be the plan, but we'll see what ends up happening. So anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed that video. Of course, if you did enjoy it, then please give it that big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below if you are not yet already subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.